So that's the truth of my trial. The final, absolute final thing I want to say is
Nothing but a dream.
Yo, what's going on, 1020? I hope you're all super well. Today, it's a little bit of a different video. I want to do it outside again because when I have a sit-down video like this with you guys, I don't know, I feel like this is a bit of a vibe. So as you can see, I've picked up a haircut. That will be in tomorrow's video. I'm not filming this on the day of today in vlog time. I'm actually filming this the day after. Yesterday, I went up and saw my grandma. It was her 98th birthday. And man, what an inspiration. She's going strong and, you know, just loving every minute of life. So it was really nice to spend the time with her. As you guys know, I always say it's so important to have a balance in life. Don't just dedicate every single minute to football. Try and balance it out with friends, family, different things like that, escapism. And I can promise you that's where you'll find your happiness in life. You'll play on the field better. But family is number one. It's above everything. It's above football. It's above anything in this world. Family is... there's no word for it. So I spent the day up there. It was about 2 hours up, 2 hours back. And yeah, it was a rest day anyway. So I planned it that way and made sure that that day I didn't have to worry about anything else. It's family time. Now I wanted to make this video because some people in the comments, man. On top of that, I feel like it's also some people's thoughts. And on top of that, I don't think I quite got what I wanted to say across in the video the other day about the trial. So as you know, this day that I'm recording, last week, I went and trialed for an MPL 1 club in Australia, the 2nd division. Now let me take you back to the beginning. I spent roughly around 8 weeks preparing for this trial, working every single day in the gym, out of the gym, on the field, mentally. This trial is what I put all of my focus into. I didn't really bother contacting many other clubs. So when I go to this trial, I arrive and it's obvious that players have been signed during the off season. That's how it works in this league. If you've been in the league, and I've spoken with Pat about this, with several different players, if you've been in this league, players will just go from one club to another and sign a deal there. They don't have to trial, they don't have to do anything else. Seeing as I was not in the league for a year and I've never actually played in the men's league, of course, I'm going to have to go there and have a trial. Now, I know a few people at this club who are players, and they could vouch for me if I got them on camera saying I performed well. I will also say this: if you get kicked out of a trial at this level, the first day, literally the first day, you're just not up to the standard. If this is the level of the standard, you need to be like here and below. And I can guarantee you, I am not here and below. I'm here. I'm at their level. So for me to get kicked out on the first day has nothing to do with my ability. Now, this is something I've said my whole life, and this is something that people say, if Messi or Mbappe or anyone else walked into that trial, you're telling me they wouldn't get a spot. Now, what you need to come to terms with is none of us are Messi, none of us are Mbappe. Those players are one in billions. So to say that is ridiculous because you're putting yourself on the same pedestal as Messi and Mbappe, who are here and you're down here. We're all down here. Maybe some of us might be like up here, but Messi and Mbappe are all the way up here. We're not reaching them. They're one in a billion, like I've said. So of course, I'm not Mbappe. I am me. I want to be playing at this level. Am I miles above this level? No, I shouldn't be. This is a good level. So to follow on from that, I trialed, I did well. I'm not miles above this standard. And after the training session, the coach takes me aside and says, I'm sorry, Sheldon, the squad's full. We've signed players during this off season, and look, I want the best for you. I don't think it's worth your time staying here because we don't have the spots for your position. And at this level, they sign players on about a year deal. I don't think I've heard of anyone that signed more than a 1 year deal. It's just a season deal and that's it. And so to say, Sheldon, you need to be above these players who are already signed is, again, ridiculous. I may well be ahead of some of these players who they have signed, but the fact is they're not going to take this guy off contract who's signed and then sign me. It's just not how it works in this league. That's no. At a professional level, yeah, 100%. If you're performing better than that guy, they're going to kick him out and bring you in. But they haven't even tried some of these guys out. Some of these guys are returning A-League players who they know can do the job. it's just doesn't work. And by no means am I making an excuse. I'm explaining to you guys the reality of football and the reality for me right now. So now that we've cleared over that, I'm sure some of you are still thinking, well, Sheldon, why didn't the coach let you know earlier? Well, I asked the same thing. I would have loved to know weeks ago that there were no spots. But hey, that's how it works in football. Sometimes these coaches, I know this guy is extremely busy and I respect it. I don't want to take anything away from him because I feel like when I say this, I'm bagging him out, but I'm just explaining it to you guys who don't understand. People are extremely busy, and when you're going out there and signing players and speaking to heaps of different players and have your own business and all that sort of stuff, a guy that you spoke to weeks ago about a trial is probably the last thing in your head. My guess is he arrived to that trial day and saw me and went, oh, Sheldon's here. And look, that's completely fine. Again, I'm not bagging him out. I do not want to bag this coach out. I respect him as a coach. I think he's a great coach. It's just unfortunate the way it's happened. So look, that's gone over everything. We've gone over the fact that I am good enough to be at this level. We've gone over that it is almost impossible. I've never seen it happen where a player is contracted and then they get kicked off contract before they've even played for the club. It's not how it works. The players that sign for this club are new. They've gone out and looked for them. They've played in the league and gone, okay, we want you. I've been away for 8 months. I haven't played at this men's level. I'm not going to get signed ahead of those guys when they haven't played at all for this club. Now, look, the final thing I want to touch on, this isn't about the trial, but opportunities and trials coming up in the future. Some of you may be thinking, Sheldon, you're doing great contacting agents, contacting clubs, all that sort of stuff, but you're not actually going to any trials. Yeah, I agree. I want to be going to a trial tonight, tomorrow night, and the next night, and the next night, and the next night. Yeah, sure. But unfortunately, it's not going to happen like that. I need to be patient with it. I need to also get a move on. So I need to try and, not harass my contacts, but kind of get them a hurry on because I know time is running out. But at the same time, I got to be patient with it. You can't go into a trial today, tomorrow, and the next day. Sucks, but it is what it is. So that's the truth of my trial. The absolute final thing I want to say is, additionally, the thought may be, you've been rejected by a club, use that as motivation to go train even harder. Go train even more than you already are. And look, I think my training right now is good. It's a shame though, because Pat, Kaio, Finn, everyone else, they're back into club training, which means it is difficult for me to get those duo, trio, and 4-man session ins. You can only do so much training and your body can only take so much. Trust me, I am working hard. Do not ever doubt me. Don't ever doubt that I will be outworked. Because I know when one of those opportunities comes up, I'm going to be ready. I'm going to be ready. So we're going to end it there. I hope that cleared up all of your comments. For some reason, some of you guys thought I was lying. Some of you guys thought things weren't adding up. Some of you guys may think I'm doing things wrong. But I'll tell you what, I know I'm doing things right. I know things are going in the right direction. If things don't speed up though, then I'm doing something wrong because I need a club soon, ASAP. If I don't get actual real trials soon, I'm going to be in trouble. I know that. I know that 100%. So I need to be aware of that. And I need to slowly move on it and make sure that things are falling into place. I want to get someone else's opinion as well. The man, Papa Tweedy, you're looking very serious, mate.
It's a serious question.
Very serious question. So, you already know. I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think I'll sign for a club for the 2019 season? And if so, why? Why not? Let me know your thoughts.
Okay.
Well, let us know.
Will you sign for a club? A club? Yes.
Yes.
In the end, it might be Wakehurst.
That is true.
You can always go there. They would welcome you back.
But we need to be pushing on.
Would you sign for an NPL 1 club or some overseas club? If you'd asked me this question 10 years ago, I would have said, of course.
Yeah.
But there's been so many situations, particularly in the old days, where I was certain you were going to be signed and then you weren't.
Very true.
And what I have realised as an old wise parent is that it doesn't matter what you think. There's a bit of a lottery going on when you go to clubs. It's not like it's luck, although maybe you could call it that. I know there's no such thing as luck.
Yeah, it's that sort of thing of the club could be full of spots and it's out of your control.
I read a thing the other day that I've got written down that I look at now and again that says the definition of luck is when preparation meets opportunity.
Ooh.
So the opportunity comes and you've got to be prepared for it, and you're well prepared.
Yeah, very
You're better
well
prepared than I've ever seen you before.
Exactly right. The training's paying off.
But, you know, what if all the NPL 1 clubs have filled all their spots? That's completely out of your control.
What can you do?
So I think it's highly likely that you'll get signed at an NPL 1 club. I'd be surprised if you don't. But you can only do what you can do today.
Exactly.
Today. What can you do today
Yeah,
to move things forward?
that's right.
That's
So,
it.
look, did you enjoy the time with Grandma
Yeah, that was wonderful.
or your mum? Yeah.
She's great.
Cheers. So, gonna end the vlog there, guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like on the show. Subscribe to me on the John Journey. I'll see you in the rest of it.
Listen.